Hey everybody, I'm Tori Hartman and I am really excited to be leading a Naked Dragon event and to be working with Julie because I've known her for a little while now and I'm very excited that I'm going to be coming over to the UK, which is my spiritual home, and working with you on chakra. And one of the things that I think is important in this conversation is to invite you into an entirely different discussion with your chakra. In other words, the conversation that we've had for so long with our chakra is this idea of alignment and when they're out of balance. And in some ways, it's like it's a chart on a wall. Do you know what I mean? It's like we start with red and then we move up into the higher chakra. And it seems like it's this sacred experience outside of us. And what I've started to discover in the last 10 years is that our chakra journey has everything we already know and need inside of us. In other words, your legacy is within you. You know, so many people say to me, I need to find my soul's purpose. And I say, well, where'd you leave it? Because it's like, you already have it. So one of the things that I want to say, and when I talk about this stuff, and what the real takeaway is relanguaging and opening yourself to an entirely new discussion around who you are internally and how your world is showing up externally for you. So what I mean by that, let me start by saying that when I had my near-death experience over 30 years ago now, I had angels come and tell me stories. And I thought they were kind of like, well, all right, here, I'll write it down. I mean, they wouldn't go away until I wrote them down. And they were all color-based. So to be honest with you, I didn't even know what they really meant. I mean, at the time, I was just like, the angels wouldn't leave until I wrote their story down. So I wrote these stories down. They stayed in drawers for years. And then I started to develop them and work in mastermind groups with them. All the while, my psychic ability started to get stronger. And now, in the last 7 years, I went ahead and I self-published the deck. It became so successful here in the United States that I was really left with the idea that I could no longer carry this alone. So I came over to the UK because the UK is my spiritual home. And I met with the folks at Watkins Publishing and I just said, this is the right team for me. And really the idea of working with the oldest mind, body, spirit publisher in the world was really an incredible experience for me. So what I'm going to be doing with all of you, and I invite you to join, is getting a sense of how you've set up your life through your chakra. In other words, we all have hidden agreements with our ancestors. And this isn't soul promise, it isn't anything like that. It's that what I'm going to do in the one day is show you exactly where your hidden agreements are, but also where your gifts are. And if you think about it, we spend so much of our life really spending time healing what we've come here to heal. What if you knew what the agreement was and you could work with it almost instantly through the idea of your chakra? And what I want to do is open up an entirely new conversation around your chakra. In other words, it's not going to be a conversation like, here's the red chakra and here's what it does. It's more, how are you setting up your foundation? And as a community that we create in this one-day seminar, you're going to be able to instantly pinpoint what's going on with you. It's not about balancing. It's about learning to live with being out of balance at times and finding your dreams based on who you are, not on what you think you should be doing. So what I would like to offer you is an opportunity to learn how to read cards, not just any cards, but cards that will develop your intuition and help you tap into who you are. And that's my dog playing, so. But I invite you to join me, and remember that with your admission to the workshop, you get a free deck of cards from Chakra Wisdom Oracle, and I pulled growth, and that's the heart chakra. And what we're going to work with is the idea of growing your heart to an entirely new level of understanding. So I hope you'll join me on June 1st, and I look forward to meeting you.